Then we're going into tier 3, so we've got Vitality for Team 5.
Okay.
Versus mLty for Samyang.
I didn't realize mLty was a tier 3 player.
Oh, is it mLty? That's how you say it.
I don't know whether it's the same mLty because he's not a super famous, but like a fairly famous person.
Well, I watched him play versus Anthem, and Anthem being like tier 2 points demolished him. No offense, mLty, if you're watching this. Anthem's pretty good. So I think
I feel like mLty is an important person. But maybe it's a completely different person. I don't know how to... It's a StarCraft 2 professional player. I don't even know if they're spelled the same.
Oh, a pro player. Oh, well, he's just copying that. We've got Flash for the win, Yoit's Flash.
Yep.
What else have we got? Have you got any others?
There's another one. I don't remember his name. Okay, so how do I spell this mLty? mLty?
mLty.
So it is mLty then, for sure. On which team?
He is Team Samyang 5.
Okay. Versus?
We have... Oh, I've forgotten now. Looking at it a second ago.
You telling me doesn't help. You have to tell me while I'm looking at it.
Yeah, okay. Vitality. Vitality Mongol on Discord. I think you just leave it at Vitality if you want.
Cool. Now I have to deal with Grandpa Joe's hilariously tiny font size. Okay.
That's right. We should have just put Joe, hey.
That's true. We'll do it next time. I hope he's not Grandpa Joe. We hate that person. Are you aware of that joke?
No.
Okay, well there's an entire section of the internet dedicated to hating Grandpa Joe from the Willy Wonka movies. I'm not entirely sure why, but it's a great
I know the guy.
joke.
Alright, well, I'll tell you about it in a minute. But at 12 o'clock, we have... Well, I'm going to go with mLty until it tells me I'm doing it horrible. Shout-outs to mLty Blood, says Chocolate. I don't know what or who mLty Blood is. And on the left, the blue Protoss is Mongol, or Vitality Mongol. I'm just going to say Vitality, that's what I choose.
Yeah, Vitality.
Yeah, so no, he's an asshole because he's lying in bed sick, right? And he's like, oh, I could never get up. And then Charlie comes in, he's like, I've got this ticket for, like, this magical tour of a factory. I can only bring one person. He's like, oh, I feel fine.
I see.
In fact, he has this whole song about how good he feels at that moment.
I see. This is like all the fairy tales where they're like, it's a fairy tale, but you gotta learn the super horrific lesson. Like if you go out in the woods by yourself wearing red, you will literally get eaten by wolves.
Yeah, that's right. Another thing about him, right? Isn't he the one who encourages Charlie to have like the floating soda or whatever it's called? Like, the one that makes them float up to the roof. Isn't Charlie like we probably shouldn't? And Pop's like, no.
I vaguely remember that. Yes, I think that's correct. Yeah. It might depend on which movie. Okay, so early scout, almost blocked, but now it's bouncing around the map because of how critical pathing is.
Okay, there we go.
Excellent.
That's quite powerful. I think Vitality should realize which way it's coming from because of where it's showed, but I guess he wasn't really looking. That's quite useful because a lot of PvP.
They met on the ramp.
Figuring out where your
opportunity to see.
But he would have seen it coming from the right? Oh, I don't know.
No, because anyway it comes in, he knows it's not from the bottom, or he should, but
okay,
that
well,
would take
technical.
Really specific looking. I wouldn't be able to tell.
If it came from like the bottom right half of the map, it would come down from the bottom and then sort of go up to it, but where it came from, it was hugging the edge the whole
What
time.
is this build? There's the Zealot.
Yeah. So you don't have to get the Zealot
from mLty?
You don't have to get the Zealot.
No, I know. I was wondering. I was trying to identify the build because he hadn't started the core and he hadn't started the Zealot. So I was like, because he had over 200.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the Zealot myself either. But on this map, maybe it makes more sense.
In tier 3, if you just build one unit and it gets to their base before they have any units, you pretty much win the game. Unless it's a Marine, because Marines suck.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Marines are terrible. But what I'm thinking is, you do want to get the Zealot on this map because if even like your opponent's first Dragoon gets an advantage at the top of the ramp and he just keeps building up there, you're never going to push him back. Whereas this makes sure you're not going to sort of lose control of your own base so early.
Yep, nope, I would agree with that. But
on the flip
mLty
side,
doesn't
though,
because he's gotten a Cybernetics core already. And
yeah, on the flip
his
side
first
though,
Dragoon
getting
will
the
be
Zealot
early.
means your Dragoon production is like slightly later, so you're gonna have like slightly less Dragoon count. I don't know. Oh man, that pro gets right in. Well, not much to see yet.
Yep.
Nice scouting from both players.
Yeah, yeah. The 2-gate versus the 1-gate. I'm surprised there hasn't been a reaction yet. Because
well, I don't know what he's planning. Maybe he wants to go for
Mongo
tech.
wants to take a Nexus now.
Okay.
Which is interesting, but
well, he didn't get range or a Dragoon, did he? Mongol.
Not yet.
Vitality, damn it. I refuse to call him Mongol. I'm calling him Vitality.
Yeah. That's absolutely
Okay,
right.
he just started range.
He's doing either he's he's not keeping up with his build, which is fine because tier 3 and that's expected and we're not mad at you. I didn't mean to call you incompetent. Either he's playing below the curve that mLty is playing at, or he's doing something weird. And I think
at the same time, though, mLty only has 1 gate. I mean, I guess if you macro better, you can't really afford anything else, it looks like. You can get a Robo in a minute, I think.
Yeah, there's a Robo coming, and that'll be what mLty's doing. Yeah, there it is.
You know what feels really awkward for me when playing Pro? Like, you feel so poor at all times. Like,
what?
It's so hard to just afford, like, 2-gate production, it feels like to me. Is that...
Because Marines cost 50 minerals.
That's right. I was gonna say, is that, like, mLty's problem? But no, I don't know why I thought that. And the thing is about making tanks right, you don't start them to go to a factory, it's like a tier 2 building, so it's sort of later in the game. So 3-gate Robo coming up from mLty, I like this a lot. It's safer than Mongol's build, although Mongol needs to try and take advantage of top ramp earlier, but somehow his Dragoon count is lower. I guess it's that lapse in macro you were talking about. It's sort of the same as the last game we were casting.
But he will eventually take the lead, assuming he continues to macro effectively.
Well, we'll see. There's definitely going to be a window. There'll definitely be a window
right
for
now.
Vitality.
He's got a lead. And he'll have another 2 for a little bit. No, there won't be a window because walking across the map.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing I'm worried about.
For reference, guys, there is high ground that goes down if you just walk forward a little bit. And that high ground that goes down is a lot better than high ground that goes up as far as defending goes. I don't know whether anyone told you this, but like, yeah, move your units out on the map.
I mean, yeah, even with what he has, like he still has that Zealot, so it's actually an even fight. But since mLty's positioned at the bottom of this ramp, which I don't agree with, he would be better off at this big ramp here. If he had all this stuff there, he'd be looking fine. But as it is, Mongol can definitely take control of this ramp.
Yeah, he's about to. Mongol's gonna win.
Well, you call it so early once again. We'll see
I'm
that
right.
Too. I'm gonna remember that. But yeah, see, look at the position mLty's in now. Getting up this ramp is hell. He's gonna try it,
with
but I don't know about this.
Versus a Zealot.
Yeah, that's
walking into melee range. That's a lot of damage you didn't really need to take, but Mongol's not target firing.
Okay. This Observer does help a lot, because gives him high ground vision, so he doesn't have to...
Yeah, but there's the Dragoon numbers... Hey, you can maintain 3-gate production.
Yeah, this Dragoon positioning from
what is Mongol going into?
Vitality,
he's doing the exact same thing as mLty, but just slower and worse. So...
you know what? Mongol needs to put these Dragoons back from the ramp. He doesn't want to get shot at.
Yep.
What you want to do is have them so they hit things going up. Whoa! That missed chance though. Oh my god. Alright,
and that's micro. I don't...
That's right.
I don't...
Well, a shuttle can come out. He can elevate his units down to south, or he can go for a Reaver. There's lots of options. Like he's just
a Reaver here would be shockingly strong.
Yeah, but it's still... If you do that, then your opponent, in theory, will expand by the time you get up your ramp, which still gives them a big advantage. I'm not saying it's over, because you can harass with the Reaver or anything like that.
Yeah, but like, that's in not tier 3, where...
Yeah, but we have to address the theoretical aspect. Like,
that's true. That's true.
You gotta understand.
Here goes Mongol to take his base, which is a weird thing to do in TVP, so I don't blame him for waiting. But
look at Vitality. He's got such good vision. Look at these Dragoons spread around. That's so smart.
Okay, you can play in a bit, Max.
Okay, I'm just gonna bounce.
Okay, bounce quietly. Sorry.
That's alright.
I don't agree with, because every Dragoon counts so much in this one situation that we're in.
But he can hold the ramp pretty easily, I think, with what he's got, though. I think it's
wait
much
a minute. Is there a
harder
Citadel coming? No.
No.
I agree with this decision to add zealots, but not if you can't micro them, which is the problem.
Yeah, I don't think you can
this is going really badly. And this
is... If the zealots get in...
Yeah.
Oh man, you're right. You have to put too many dragoons away. I didn't think you had that many. I thought you had like 2.
Yeah.
Man.
There are 4 coming, and it won't be enough.
Well, I think it will though, because it's so hard for these dragoons to get up.
I don't know why there's a probe here. It concerns me greatly.
Hey, it's scouting. It's gonna get in. Look at it go.
It took shots for the dragoons, and that might... If this one dragoon was there, I think the situation would be very different, but...
Yeah, this ramp is so powerful. Like, look at this. Mongol's gonna hold.
Yeah.
He even has outnumbered as he was.
Yeah. And he gets the observers. That's huge.
Yeah.
I think
the
that's
zealot
game.
needed to get in. The zealot needed to get in. Like,
yeah, if the zealots were on the dragoons, that fight goes completely differently.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were doing with their APM when all of that was happening, because there really wasn't that much movement, but
well, it's hard. Dragoons don't really respond to orders. They're a free spirit.
I think dragoons are vastly more microable than everyone says they are. I don't understand why people think they're so weird.
Well, you don't play Protoss, do you?
I did.
Right.
I played Protoss up to 1300 in the Frontier League.
I feel like taking up a ramp with the greens is
Oh, no, that's still really, really hard because they're huge. But in terms of, like, them being difficult to control, it's only when you're not spam clicking that they're any trouble at all.
Is a Nexus going to come up for Vitality here, though? He's
not got a Nexus, and I don't know how to react to that. He's got 2 dragoons in his base also, so I don't... He must be very afraid of drops. Oh, he's got an observer on top of the robo. Fair enough. I approve.
Look, so he has this nice position on the ramp, but that's like the only advantage he has right now. He doesn't take as fast. His upgrades are actually later as well, because he's fortunately just started. So you really need to spend time.
The Forge is a research. There it goes.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this, right? Is you keep your opponent down the ramp so you can take a base, and then you, like 2 base has 1 base. The other opponent has no.
Yeah.
Sitting on 1 base, it's
the
only a matter of time.
Count is high.
Alright, he goes this Reaver. The Dragoons are sort of positioned. If he's paying attention, he should be able to move.
Yeah, he's not paying attention.
That is a shame, or is he? Oh, man, this
yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Oh,
it's
don't
dead.
fly towards them! Oh my gosh.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, mLty must be crushed right now.
I would have pushed him up the ramp with that, because those do damage uphill.
Yeah.
That would have been easy.
For sure. Yeah,
but
I mean,
now I think mLty can just walk in and kill him.
Well, there's a lot of zealots down there. I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, but he heard you. He's like, yeah, Wizard, that's a good idea.
Well, not if you do it this way.
I think this is a big mistake.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to enable mLty to get out of the map.
I think if he hadn't turned the zealots around, he would have gotten out. I don't know now. This is hard to, like...
Yeah, no, the degree count for Mongol is pretty high, isn't it? So
yeah, I mean...
You know,
normally we say don't get more than 12 dragoons. But
who says that?
Sorry, not in a PvP. Never mind. You're allowed to have as many dragoons as you want.
You can.
Yeah.
Get more than your opponent to kill them. Okay, well now Mongol can just come down the ramp and the game's over. Oh no, GG, or is it that bad?
I bet it's a setup thing. That's 99% of the time. That's what's going on.
I don't know if mLty's in the chat right now, but I want to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. No, I think that was a thing. So that's 1 for Vitality, despite his early. I don't want to call them blunders, but weirdness.
StarCraft mistakes. It's the kind of mistakes happen.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to say it. StarCraft mistakes.
Okay, so I would say to mLty, if you're watching, just use the Reaver to push your opponent off the ramp. Don't like try and fly it out if your opponent's surrounded you, because he's just ready at every angle. There's no way that Reaver is actually going to. But props to Vitality. Like he did a really good job of like getting all and denying everything.
Good job taking advantage of your opponent's mistakes, yes.
Oh, you know what? I just realized the main mistake mLty made, not moving out to the other ramp. You can't sit in your base. Like, that's just, that's not going to
cannot do that. I gave him a whole spiel on that.
Oh, good.
That was earlier. I highlighted all the areas he was supposed to be with my mouse and all that. I'm good at that. Alrighty. Let's see here.
So, in the bottom left, it's Vitality Mongol is up 1 game. Top left is mLty, 475.
So this game should not go anything like the last one.
Well, it is Fighting Spirit, right? So I'm surprised.
So we don't have a reverse ramp, so...
You can still hold at the bottom of a ramp, you just have to position way back. I mean, honestly, that's what Vitality Mongol should have done last game anyway.
Yeah.
You want to have your Dragoons just in range when they're like in the midpoint of the ramp.
Yep.
See what builds they are before though.
I bet it's 3-gate obs from both, because they've scared each other.
No, what if they both go DT?
Those are always fun games. DT base races take like 10 minutes.
Nice. Ah, but if one player just blocks their ramp with a DT, like traps your DT in their base, and then they make a pile somewhere on the map, then they'll win.
Well, I mean, if there's still a probe live, it's not really a base race.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you realize this DT versus DT, you try and like hide a probe on the map as soon as possible.
Right.
Make like a forge and a cannon somewhere or something like that. Use like pick the best play.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Imagine you can block your opponent's DT in your own base.
Cross map
and you have,
scout
like, a probe
from
left.
the initial play. That is either a build order thing or just an IDK scout.
Well, maybe he is worried about proxy gate and he thought, well, I'm already going through the middle, I might as well.
That's true.
I'm just thinking, unlike StarCraft 2, this game has no draw timer, so you can absolutely kill your opponent's base with a single probe. Can't really do that in StarCraft 2. How long does it take a probe to kill a Nexus in StarCraft 2?
A long time.
Longer than 6 minutes?
I don't know the numbers in StarCraft 2. I have most of the numbers memorized.
Because do you know about those rules? If you don't line, build, or anything for 6 minutes, there's a...
Believe me, I remember I tried to play the game in HOTS for like 5 minutes.
Dude, I played like 1,000 games before I knew that was a thing.
Okay. Terran versus Zerg, HOTS draw times, was that not a thing that you encountered on a regular basis?
Why in Terran vs. Zerg?
Because siege tanks versus swarm hosts is awful and bad.
Oh, well, I didn't really encounter that problem much, I have to say. Everyone who's watching is probably like, yeah, StarCraft 2, stop talking about that game.
No. You don't remember the swarm host meta?
I know about the swarm host, but I never really got bogged down again.
You played 1,000 games of Heart of the Swarm and didn't have like half of them
games.
in.
I played like 4,000 games, but what I'm saying is for the first 1,000 I didn't know there was a draw timer.
No, I know, but you didn't have a significant percentage of your games in, oh my god, swarm hosts are awful, blah, this game has gone on forever, because I guess that's probably a stylistic thing for me, because I just love siege tanks so much.
And I was a very aggressive player. Anyway,
that's fair. We haven't been casting, and I haven't really been moving my screen.
No, nothing's really happened.
That's
Same
true.
So far.
Are there Dragoons on time this time? The Dragoons are on time this time, so that is better.
If you look at the production tab just a second ago, they were perfectly mirrored. Oh, there we go. There's the divergence. So 2 gates for Vitality again.
And he's not building a probe.
Yeah, no, I think probes are pretty good. You should definitely build those.
Always. Literally 100%.
I mean, they're the real free units. Because
just
they
go into one of your own replays and press the F button, and every time there's not a probe, you essentially lost the game.
Well, I wonder if mLty will go for...
It's the Robo again. It has to be.
Will he go straight for Reaver though? You know, I'm no Protoss, but when I play PvP, I love just going straight for Speed Reaver. Like in Defiance.
Reaver feels so good. Yeah,
I know, right? Like if your opponent's going DT, you're probably gonna die because sure you've got a Robo, but no Observer. They can actually bust you if they do like 3 gate, but they probably won't try up the ramp.
It's survivable. 3 gate or 1 gate Robo is like the basic. It's not the basic build, that's 3 gate Observer, which this might actually be, just with the weird Robo timing.
I think that is what it's going to be.
But, like, I feel like it's the most modern, safe, normal thing to do.
But not going straight to Speed Reaver.
Yeah, not going, but getting a Reaver.
Yeah.
With the gates. No, if he didn't build the other 2 gates, then it's a weird build. So the Robo is significantly later, but the Dragoon count will be slightly higher, at least temporarily.
Yeah, but he m't be able to take the same advantage with it that he did last game.
No. He's not moving out, so...
I think Vitality will probably go for...
mLty's not building one of his Dragoons. So that's fairly major. He forgot one.
Well, he doesn't actually have the economy because he really lost some probes. I'm not sure what time you're supposed to get the gates either for consistent production. Again, I'm no Protoss, so I don't know these things. The secrets of the Protoss.
Something's weird, because I'm pretty sure you can. You can produce off 3 gates. Oh, he's trapped a probe. That's
I don't know what time you get them. Oh, wow, that's actually trapped?
Yep.
Huh. I would have thought he could get out there. Well, now he can micro his Corsairs or something.
That would be a heck of a Protoss versus Protoss. Getting into Corsairs on a fighting spirit map.
Yeah,
that's...
how would that even
carriers. If one player goes carriers and the other goes Corsairs, counter them.
Yeah.
But that's like not even a good counter because Dragoons.
Yeah. Well, mLty thinks it's time to move out. He's got 7 Dragoons. Oh, wow, they're both moving out at the same time. So Mongol has the one more Dragoon right now, but that's not going to last.
Yeah. No, mLty will have an advantage momentarily. Although, I don't know what the rest of the money is going to. Like, I mean, there are observers on the map.
I think mLty's about to build a Nexus.
Yeah, but Mongol's not. That was what I was asking about. Is what is Mongol doing?
Well, he got his 3rd gate up a bit later.
Really late. And
yeah, so
there's no Nexus, and he's built a bunch of pylons. I don't.
Well, he does have the superior Dragoon count, but he has to make something happen with it.
Well, if mLty keeps, not building Dragoons, then.
Yeah, it does give it a window, doesn't it? Okay, well, how many do we got? We got 10 for mLty, and 11 for Mongol. I mean,
and Mongol's still building more. And mLty's
right. He's like the Mongol hordes; they just keep coming. But he has a shot. I mean, this is nice positioning from him. He sort of set up this line. So Mongol's
like a concave,
well.
right? That's slightly better.
Well, it's not actually a concave, is it? Because it's just a line.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Is you
but
should
at least
have.
It's got convex.
That's true.
I don't have
enough confidence in the army control for this sort of.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what he can pull off if he goes for it, which he does need to, because he's going to be way behind as soon as this Nexus starts fighting. And a Reaver's actually going to come up for mLty as well, whereas Mongol's still just on Dragoon Observer.
I mean, the Reaver will be a while. This attack will happen.
Here we go.
Here we go. Good play to go up and give yourself the line. Oh, this looks good. That looks really good.
Needs to bring in his own zealot though.
Needs to be target firing.
Well, he's pushing back, but this is quite narrow. Oh man, mLty's unit's getting sort of clumped up there.
There's not mLty's target firing, but I think this is over.
Yeah, all that trouble's being doing. Wow, what a good engagement! Like, how did you lost so few there?
Oh, you're not supposed to lose that shuttle.
Instant GG from mLty. Like,
Mongol was target firing, and mLty wasn't, and that's why that went like that.
Well, that was really well done. Like you say, that he moved up north and got like the first line instead of trying to go diagonal. That was really smart.
Those are the little touches that take you into tier 2, Mongol. Vitality, whatever we're calling you at this point.
Vitality Mongol. So that's 2 for Vitality Mongol, and the last game of the series was actually it wasn't a walkover, but the replays are missing, and it was a win for Samyang 5.
So that brings it up to 4 to 5 in the favor of Team 5.
So Team 5 barely takes it home.
Nice.